Hi everyone, it's nice to be here at Freeville School, and I just want to tell you a little bit more about Junior Neighbourhood Support because we really want to get it up and running really well this year and have lots of awards and certificates to give out. So first of all, I just want to go over the poster. It's on the door as you go into the office. Tani has put it up already, which is great. So just go over a few things to do with Junior Neighbourhood Support to remind you. So remember to play safely and fairly, and this helps in the playground to give a really good atmosphere and environment, so always playing fairly and safely. Assisting the fire service by reporting fires. If you see a fire, check with an adult first, but then ring 111 and get them to come. Now, I've had children who have done this, but always make sure you contact an adult first. Make sure that your bicycles, your scooters and your skateboards are safe at all times. Checking that the wheels are safe, the brakes are safe. This is something that we're really looking out for too. Check your smoke alarms as well. Get mum or dad to check them regularly. But they're not things that I'll give you awards for. They're just things I want you to remember to do. Okay, so if you see any fresh graffiti, let an adult know, or a teacher or principal at school know. Unfortunately, Christchurch is a real mess at the moment with graffiti and we want to get rid of it. So if you see any that's been freshly done, report it. Don't ever go up to the person if you see them doing it, but report it and let an adult know. Just the same as you report any damage to bus stops or anything that's happened at school over the weekend. Hopefully there won't be any damage to your school, but there is damage at the moment to bus stops and we want to stop all this happening as well. Remember, Junior Neighbourhood Support is all about being kind, caring, thoughtful, honest children, and it means looking out for other children, it means looking out for adults, and also looking out for animals, especially if you find a lost animal or if you find an injured animal. Be careful if it's a dog though, because you just can't always trust dogs. Some you can, but some not always, so just be careful, have an adult with you. But I've given awards to children who have found a dog and then they've gone with their parents to the vet, and the vet has checked it to see if it's got a microchip in it, and then they're able to find the owners. And we've had some wonderful success stories of animals being returned to their owners. So anything like that, or looking after a lost, a hurt animal. I had a girl at a school the other day and she found a seagull, a very badly damaged seagull on the way to school. She could have just left it there, but she didn't. She just picked it up, took it to school, got a box for it and a wee blanket and put the seagull in that and kept it there for the day. At the end of the day, she took it home and she looked after it. During the night, it sadly died, but at least she had tried and she had looked after it. So it's looking after animals is an important part. Being proud of your whole community too. It's like we look after our school playground and we pick up litter. If you're in a park, if you're at a beach, if you're walking down the street, you see any litter, pick it up, put it in the rubbish bin. We want our environment to always be lovely and tidy. Remembering to help your neighbours. This is a very important part of neighbourhood support, and especially for me with you in the schools, Junior Neighbourhood Support. So help your neighbours in any way. Ask mum or dad first though before you go over there. Some of you will know your neighbours, some of you won't, but since the earthquakes, children in Christchurch schools have done amazing things to help, like taking their rubbish bins in and out for them, or putting the newspaper on their front step, or sometimes taking them over a little bit of extra food. I've even had children who have helped tidy up the garden, and with autumn time now there'll be lots of leaves, and so maybe you could offer to help in that way. Elderly people too. I've even had children helping elderly people across the road. It's pretty hard when you're an elderly person, things get a little bit harder. And the other day I gave an award to a little boy who had helped his elderly granddad to plant flowers in his garden because granddad can't bend over anymore, but the little boy can, and granddad is getting pleasure out of looking at all these these beautiful flowers. So any way that we can help is absolutely amazing. Respecting and supporting your staff at school and the other students, that's certainly important. Make sure you've still got your survival kits at home and plenty of fresh water. And, you know, by helping others in any way possible, it makes you feel good. So I'm going to be really looking out for children at the school who have done something to help, either at home, at school, or out in the community. Over in the office area, you'll see a white letterbox with Junior Neighbourhood Support on it, and in there are these nomination forms. You can be nominated for an award by staff at school, by other children, by parents, by extended family, neighbours, or people out in the community that you have helped in some way. And I want to hear about it. So make sure it's really well filled in, and then when it's nearly time for me to come to assembly, I'll get in touch with Tanya. She will look through them all and we'll work out about who's going to get the awards. So I'm looking forward to getting lots of those. Just 2 or 3 examples of awards I've given recently. I just had a boy who was playing at a park and he found some keys on the ground. He knew they must have belonged to somebody there, so he just walked around the park until he found the owner, who was really, really happy. And another honesty one was a girl at a shopping mall, and she was wandering around with her mum and she found a wallet on the ground in the shopping mall, so she straight away took it to the information desk, and the person there would be able to follow up and hopefully get the owner to come. So that's lovely, honest things that I'm looking out for too. I had a girl who picked up glass in her local park so nobody would get their foot cut, and I had another boy who was walking home from school and there was an elderly man who had fallen over on the footpath, and this boy said to his mum, "We've got to do something," because a few people had just walked past and left him there. So the boy and his mum went up to the old man and they just calmed him down. The boy sat on the footpath beside him and held his hand and just talked to him very gently to make the man calm, while Mum rang 111, and the ambulance came and he was taken off to hospital. Now that was great. That showed that that little boy knew that if this was a situation, you have to really show you care. Alright, so they're just some of the ideas. I don't want to tell you too many because you'll just get a little bit confused, but I'm going to be in the school twice next term and I'll really look forward to seeing you. But before we finish, I've got something very special to do. I've got 2 boys who are going to be my leaders. They're chosen because they're really good role models and they are going to help me with Junior Neighbourhood Support just as Tanya is. So I would like Isaac and Jeremy just to come over here to me. Isaac was one of my leaders last year and I'm thrilled he's going to be this year, and Jeremy is new to doing it, so I'm really thrilled. So well done, Jeremy. Welcome to Junior Neighbourhood Support. You'll be able to wear your badge with pride, and great to have you again, Isaac, and you can wear your badge with pride, and I'll see you in a minute and give you your t-shirts. Okay, thanks boys. So I look forward to being back in the school next term. Thank you.